back.
Hello, everyone. Greetings from the University of Findlay in Ohio. It's a beautiful day here today. Hope it's beautiful over there too. Today, I'll be going through a little presentation about the University of Findlay. I will talk about some of our programs, the highlights, about the costs, about some of the things you can do at the University of Findlay. So if you have any questions at any point, please put them in the question box on the top right corner. And at the end of the presentation, I will go through those questions and try to get through all the questions that you might have. So without further ado, I will start my presentation. Sit back, relax, and let me know if you have any questions at the end, okay? Here we go. So I'll tell you a little bit more about myself. I was an international student in the United States myself. I came from Germany 7 years ago. And I did my bachelor here, I did my master's degree, and now I work at the university. So I really love this place, and it's because of many reasons. And I will tell you about some of the reasons right now during this presentation. The University of Findlay was founded in 1882, so we have over 130 years of experience of bringing international students here. We've had international students from almost every country in the world. Right now, we have about 200 international students. And as you can see in this picture, we have a beautiful green campus with many beautiful buildings and many facilities that can help you grow as a student in the United States. We offer about 84 bachelor programs, 11 master's, and 4 doctorate programs. Anything that interests you, we have. The only thing that we don't have is engineering. So if that's something that interests you, we might not be the best fit for you, but anything else from computer science, business, health informatics, we have all those, and environmental science too. So the average class size at the University of Findlay is about 16 students per professor. And that's something that I loved as a student at the university because I got to know the professors got to know me. So that really helped me become a good student in the United States and graduate with 2 degrees. All of our international students receive some kind of scholarship. Scholarships, they vary based on the program and based on the level where you study. So if you want to know more about scholarships, you can always reach out to me or someone at the University of Findlay, and we would love to help you. If you are a student athlete, we offer 22 NCAA Division II sports. So we offer many scholarships for this. We have many sports like swimming, tennis, track and field, soccer, basketball, volleyball, so many sports, and all the scholarships that you receive for that, they're on top of academic scholarships. So we do help our students as much as we can and as much as a student qualifies for it. We're also a nationally ranked university. So even though we are a pretty small university with about 4,000 students, we are ranked against the biggest universities in the whole United States. We are currently ranked number 239 in the US by the US News and World Report. And we're also ranked by Money Magazine, Wall Street Journal, and the Princeton Review. We are the #1 Church of God school in the United States. We were founded by the Church of God. So if any of you would like to practice Christianity, we have many resources on campus, but we do not require anyone to participate in any of these things. We have students from all over the world of all religions, and nobody is forced to do anything. We have #1 health informatics program in the United States at the master's level, and we also have top programs in occupational therapy, environmental science, physical therapy, pharmacy, computer science, and business in the whole United States. Findlay is located in the northwest part of the state of Ohio. So if you look at the map, we're located in the Midwest region of the United States. Findlay is located close to big cities like Columbus, Detroit, Cleveland, Cincinnati, and they're all within a 2-hour drive. We're also close to big cities like Chicago and New York, and it's an easy drive, just straight on the highway, and you're there, and it's an easy weekend trip if you would like to do that. The city of Findlay itself is pretty small, but there's still many things to do, and I will tell you about that a little bit later. At the University of Findlay, we're very focused on research and creativity. So all of our students get the opportunity to do research with their professors and with their classmates. Every year, at the end of the year, we have a symposium for scholarship and creativity, which is where students get to present all the research that they did, and the best presentations, they get to go onto national conventions and present their work over there. I personally did this too, and I got to go to 3 different states to present my research, and I won a few awards too. So every student gets those opportunities, and it's all up to you what you make out of that. A little bit more about our academic programs at Findlay. Some popular graduate programs for international students would be our Master of Science in Environmental Safety and Health Management, our MBA, our Master of Science in Applied Security and Analytics, Doctor of Pharmacy, then education. We have this both at the master's and doctorate level. However, the doctorate one is completely online. So if you want to, you can do it from the comfort of your home, and you don't have to come to the United States for that. Our Master of Science in Health Informatics, it's both online and in person, and our Master of Arts in Teaching English to Speakers of Other Languages and Applied Linguistics. I'm going to talk a little bit more about each of these programs. So our Master of Science in Environmental Safety and Health Management is a 2-year program. It's fully accredited by the EHAC. And the thing that's special about this is it's one of only 9 programs in the whole United States that's fully accredited by the EHAC. So only 8 other schools in the US can do the same as Findlay. But I do believe that the education that you get at Findlay in this program is the best, because we have contracts with many big companies like Pepsi, Coke, BP, and other big companies where our students go to do internships, and many times these internships, they lead on to full-time positions in those companies, and they're all paid very good too. It's very easy to get employed after you graduate. Many of our students, they have offers of employment even before they graduate from the University of Findlay. This program is available online and in person, and we have 4 intakes a year. So you can start in January, March, August, and October. So whenever you would like to start, just let us know, and we'll help you come to the University of Findlay to study this program. The approximate cost for both years of study is about $22,500 in total. Our Master of Science in Health Informatics is the #1 program in the United States. We have this program both online and in person. It's a 2-year program, and it's fully accredited by the Higher Learning Commission. In this program, you can learn anything about the health informatics field, and it seems like this program is one of the fastest growing programs demand-wise at our university. So we see many applications for this program. So if this is something that interests you, please apply and let me know if you have any questions. The total cost for both years combined is about $27,000 in tuition. Our Master of Science in Applied Security and Analytics is another program that's very popular among international students. And the program is about 2 years long, and we have many emphasis areas in this program, such as project management, cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, management of information technology. So many things that you can imagine to be within the computer science and applied security sector. We talk about these things here. This program is really designed to make leaders of the future in the tech industry. And as you all know, the tech industry is growing faster than ever. And it's one of the industries that's not very affected by the whole coronavirus that's going on at the time. So even though some sectors are going down in demand, people are getting laid off, the technology sector is growing bigger and bigger. So if you think that this is something that interests you, again, reach out to me and I'll help you apply to this program. The total cost for both years is $27,000 for the tuition. Our Master of Business Administration is another top program in the United States at the University of Findlay, and it's the top online MBA program in Ohio. It's either 1 or 2 years long. You can decide how long you want to do it. I did my MBA at the university, and I did mine in 2 years, just because I wanted to take my time, and I wanted to decide what I want to do after I graduate. This program is fully accredited by the ACBSP, which is our accrediting body, and there's many concentration areas such as CPA, CMA, healthcare management, and then secondary concentrations in finance, marketing, international business, and human resource management. This program, again, is available online and in person, and it also has 4 start dates. So you can start in January, March, August, and October of every year. There's no application deadline. There's no application fee for any of our programs, so you can apply whenever you want, and it's free to apply. The approximate cost for both years total is about $23,000 in tuition. Here's just another beautiful picture of our campus. The building in the background, that's our old main building. So that was the first building that was on our campus when our campus first opened in 1882. The arch that you see in front, that's basically the biggest symbol of the university, because every year when we get new students, they walk in through the arch, and it's a big ceremony with many people, and our faculty members are cheering, students are there to support you, and you're not supposed to walk through the arch again until the day you graduate, when you're gonna walk away from Old Main towards the arch. So it's a very nice tradition. It's actually the oldest college tradition in all of Ohio. Here's our newest building on campus. It's our Center for Student Life and College of Business. So if you want to study business, all of your classes will be in this modern building. All classrooms are equipped with 6 flat screen TVs built into the wall. And the way the classrooms are laid out, it's not traditional. It's more to be an interactive experience between the professor and the student. So that's something that I loved. When I took classes in this building just 1.5 years ago when I graduated, and also in the main atrium area, there's a nice hangout place. You can sit down with your friends in between classes. You can eat. There's a food court with foods from all over the world. So whatever food you like, you'll find it down there. We also have a very good bookstore, and all of the professors' offices, they're located in this building too. So if you ever have any questions, you can just walk in and ask your professor a question, no matter what it is. The Davis Street building, that's a building where most of our health professions have their classes, so pharmacy, chemistry, and biology. It's our second newest building. It's also a very beautiful building on our campus. The other 2 buildings are the Brewer Center for Health Sciences and the Mazda Museum. So in the Health Sciences building, that's where our physical therapy and occupational therapy programs are. And these are both doctorate programs. And then on the right side, that's our Mazda Museum, which is part of the Fine Arts Pavilion. The Mazda Museum itself is a very cool thing that we have on our campus, because it's the biggest collection of artwork from children's books. So if you grew up with a book, with a children's book with pictures in it, we have the biggest collection of the original artwork from these books in the whole world. We have over 18,000 individual pieces in this museum. It's very cool to see. So when you're a student, it's free for you to go in, the same as every other facility on campus. Everything you see on campus, you can use. We offer many on-campus housing options. First of all, we don't require international students to live on campus, but if you'd like to live on campus, we have many options. We have houses, we have townhouses, cottages, we have single dorms, double dorms. So anything that you think would be a good fit for you, there's a place for you. Also, all off-campus housing is only within a 1 to 5 minute walk from campus, and it's very safe to walk, so you don't have to worry about your safety. You can walk at night. There's no crime in the city. It's very nice. We have many opportunities for activities on campus. So as I mentioned, we have NCAA Division II sports that offer scholarships to students. We also have intramural sports, which is sand volleyball, dodgeball, soccer, ultimate frisbee, We have a swimming pool that's open to all students, a cardio center, indoor track, rock climbing wall, racquetball court, and a huge gaming station where you can rent a PlayStation or Xbox and play with your friends. It's also all free. The city of Findlay itself is the #1 micropolitan city in the United States, which means that we're the best small city in the US. And this is due to many factors, such as being a small, safe city in Ohio. We have great economic development. We have 15 Fortune 500 companies that are in Findlay. And out of that, 3 have their headquarters in Findlay. The cost of living also is very low in Findlay. So with an income of $50,000 a year in Findlay, you can have the same standard of living as with $124,000 if you lived in New York City. So if you look at that, that's a really big difference. And the cost of living is pretty low in Findlay. Off-campus housing costs about between $250 to $400 a month. When I was a student, I lived in a house where I paid $200 a month. So there's many deals going on. In my office, we help our students find affordable housing close to campus. And again, everything is very safe. We have many restaurants, events, recreational opportunities, and a very beautiful historic downtown with many shopping opportunities for our students. Let's talk a little bit more about tuition and scholarships. I believe that most of you are interested in the graduate scholarships and tuition. So the tuition ranges from $8,000 to $13,000 per year for our graduate programs. And we do offer scholarships for our international students at the graduate levels. If you look at the blue box, those are all graduate scholarships. So if you find your program, that's how much scholarship we offer. We do not require the GRE or GMAT, but if you want to take the GRE and GMAT and score within the ranges that you can see on the screen, you can get a bonus $1,000 scholarship. We also have a sibling scholarship. So if you have any siblings who want to come to Findlay, you and them, they can get additional money. And we also have an intensive English language program scholarship, which is $1,500 a year. For undergraduate students, the tuition ranges from $14,000 to $23,000 a year after scholarships. And all the scholarships are based on GPA from high school. So if you come in with a 3.5 GPA, you automatically get $17,000 every single year for your undergraduate studies at the university. The documents that you need to submit in order to apply to the university is your bachelor degree transcript and your degree or certificate. Degree certificate or diploma. So these are the main 2 documents that we need in order to process your application. And we do this very quick. So if you submit all the right documents within 5 to 10 days, you can have an admission decision at the University of Findlay. We do require an English test. So you need to provide either TOEFL, IELTS, or Duolingo scores. You can see them all on the screen. I recommend the Duolingo because it's the cheapest, it's the quickest, and you can do it whenever you want, wherever you want. So it's only $49. So I would recommend taking this test over the other ones. And yeah, that's basically all you need in order to get admitted. And then a copy of passport, you'll need that, and a bank statement before you can get your I-20 document. The bank statement amounts, they vary based on program. And it basically has to have enough proof for 1 academic year for all financials. So it includes tuition, living, fees, and insurance. So it ranges between $20,000 to $27,000 for graduate programs. And GRE and GMAT, again, they're optional, but not required. Steps to apply. Very simple. It's free. It's online. You can just create an online account, upload all the documents, submit your test scores, GRE, GMAT, SAT, ACT, and then within 5 to 10 days, you will be admitted to the University of Findlay. This is our staff right now. We have an additional person that I didn't get a chance to put on here yet. We got Rebecca Jenkins, who is the Assistant Vice President of Enrollment Management. So she's our boss in this office. Then we have Tony and I, who are international admissions counselors. So any questions about your application, you can always ask either me or Tony. And then we have Debbie, who is our immigration specialist. And then we also have Lindsay in our office, and she's the one who reviews all the applications of incoming students. Okay, and now that I'm done with the main PowerPoint presentation, I will go through your questions and I will answer them one by one, okay? So let's see. We got quite a few questions here. Hi, Nikadi. He has been to Findlay and he says it's a very beautiful city, it is safe, and he also believes that students will enjoy this prestigious university, and I agree. So I was an international student here myself. My parents, when they sent me here, they were a little concerned also because I was going so far from my parents. But once they found out how nice this area is, how safe it is and beautiful, they weren't concerned anymore. And that's why they let me stay so long and get my master's, and now I work here too. So I only have good things to say about this area and how safe and beautiful it is. Is there a Master of Nursing? Unfortunately not. So we have, for nursing, we have an undergraduate program. And then for the only similar thing at the master's level will be our Master of Physician Assistant. And that's a 2.5 to 3 year program. And the application deadline is unfortunately over for this program, but you can apply in the early spring and when the application opens back up. Is your campus near to the city center? Yes. So our campus is located on Main Street, which is the main street that goes through downtown Findlay. It's about a 5 to 10 minute walk from downtown. Many students, they choose to ride their bikes. That's what I did. I had a bicycle and I would just ride my bike downtown, go around, go to some beautiful places in Findlay. So everything is within walking distance. There's stores within walking distance. So you actually don't need a car when you come to the University of Findlay. We offer weekly shuttles to the grocery store. So if you need to go buy your weekly groceries, we have a free shuttle that will take you to some of the biggest grocery stores in Findlay. And yeah. How is career opportunities in the US for international students after graduating from the MBA program? So I graduated from the MBA program and I got lucky to get a job at the university where I graduated. But many of my classmates who were international students as well, they got jobs all over the United States. Some went to Texas, California. Some of them stayed in Ohio. Some went to Chicago, and they all worked for big companies in these cities. So there's really many opportunities for MBA graduates. And also the demand for MBA keeps growing. So it's high demand in the US. And if you don't want to stay in the United States after graduating, you can always go home, and the demand for MBA graduates from an American university is very high in other countries. At one point, I wasn't entirely sure if I wanted to stay in the United States or not, but so I applied for a few jobs in Europe, and I got a few job offers over there too. But then in the end, I decided to stay in the US. So with any degree, your doors are open. So if you have an American degree, you can go anywhere in the world, whether it's you stay in the United States, you go back to Turkey or any other country in the world, you'll be very marketable. Oops. If my GPA is lower than 2.5, can I have a chance with the GMAT score? So the thing with GPAs is most programs, they have GPA requirements. So for example, our environmental science, health informatics, and Master of Science in Applied Security, they have a 3.0 GPA requirement. MBA has a 2.5 GPA requirement. But the thing is, every application is reviewed individually. So whatever supporting documents you have, in order, if your GPA is low, they will be considered. So just having a low GPA doesn't mean automatically you will be denied. Our program chairs, they're the ones who review the applications, and they look at your resume, they look at recommendation letters, if you have the GMAT score. So all these things matter in the long run. So if you have a low GPA, the more documents you can provide, the better it is for you. I hope this answers your question. Is there a master's or doctorate in biology department, and what are the admissions conditions? Unfortunately, there is not a master's or doctorate in biology. However, a similar thing would be a Master of Science in environmental science. So it's very closely tied to biology, but it's more focused on the environmental aspect of it. And as I said in the presentation, it's one of the top programs at the University of Findlay. And honestly, if I could go back, I would probably study environmental science at the University of Findlay, because this just grows more and more, not just in the United States, but everywhere in the world. The salaries are very good. Students who graduate from this program, they get automatically at least 1 or 2 job offers before they even graduate. And the starting salaries with a bachelor's degree is about $60,000, and the master's degree is between $70,000 to $80,000 a year right after graduation. So there's many great opportunities with that. Unfortunately, we do not have a master in biology, but if environmental science interests you, this would be a great fit maybe too. What are the housing options at Findlay? So we have many housing options at the University of Findlay. Again, as I said in the presentation, you can choose if you want to live on campus or off campus. Most international students, they choose to live on campus because it's more affordable. When I first came, I lived on campus. Then the second year I moved off campus. And then I went on campus again and then off campus. And I switched like that 3 times. Honestly, it is cheaper to live off campus, but I did have a better experience living on campus because it's more carefree. So we have cleaning personnel that comes in and cleans the on-campus houses. And it depends if you live in an on-campus house, in a cottage, a townhouse, and most of these places, they have accommodation for 1 to 4 people. So if you want to live in a single apartment, you can do that too. If you want to live in a double with a friend or your spouse, that's totally fine. Many international students, they actually come, if they're married, they come with their significant other, and if they have children, they can do that too. We do have on-campus housing that can accommodate that as well. I think there's OPT opportunity, if I'm not wrong. How about duration? Very good question. So I actually did OPT as well. So every student that graduates from a program at the University of Findlay, you qualify for OPT. For those of you that don't know, OPT is basically a 1-year work visa for international students that allows you to work off campus and work for any company that you would like that's tied to your field of study. For MBA and Master of Arts in Education, the duration is 1 year. And then for STEM programs, so science, technology, engineering, and math, it's up to three years of OPT. So it's really a great opportunity to get good work experience in the United States. And many times these positions lead into full-time employment afterwards, where your employer sponsors you for a work visa. Which programs would you recommend to international students personally for career? So as I said, all of these programs are very good. There's many opportunities for them. Personally, I think the best programs will be environmental science, health informatics, and Master of Science in data analytics. So those will be the top three if you're looking for science programs. And then MBA is always in high demand, so you can't go wrong with MBA. No matter what you studied before, MBA can help you understand the business world way better than before. So it'll help you get promoted to a manager position somewhere. So it really depends what you want, but all of these 4 graduate programs that I mentioned, they're really top programs and I highly recommend them. Is there a master in dietitian and nutrition? No, unfortunately not. We do not have that, and we don't actually have any similar programs. So I'm sorry about that, but if any of the other programs sound interesting to you, and if you want to see how they would fit in with what you want to do, we can definitely talk. You can reach out to me, and I would love to help you. You mentioned GRE and GMAT are optional. Does that mean that it's plus if we have a GRE or GMAT score? Yes, because if you have an additional GMAT or GRE score, you can get additional scholarships up to $1,000. So I do recommend taking them. It can't hurt, but it's not required. I didn't take mine when I came, but it could help you. It's not going to hurt at all. I'm a high school basketball player and I want to be a professional basketball player. How can I get into the NCAA team on University of Findlay? So that's a very good question. And the way you're going to do that is you have to have statistics. So you have to get all your official statistics together, any highlight videos that you might have playing. And then once you have all that combined, you can go to athletics.findlay.edu, and I will write that in the chat box in case you forget. Athletics.findlay.edu. Okay, and once you're on that website, you can click on men's basketball, and there's going to be a little arrow saying more on the side, and then it says recruits, and over there you can fill out all the information, and that will be sent to the basketball coach automatically. We do give many scholarships for international student athletes, so if the coach thinks that you're good and that you would be a good fit for the team, you could qualify for additional scholarships. And then the thing with NCAA is that you can't say that you're a professional athlete, but many athletes, after they're done with NCAA, then they go on to become professional basketball players, soccer players, whatever sport you're doing. Is there a career center? Yes, we do have a career center on campus, and it's a very good resource for international students and students in general, where they can get prepared for job interviews, they get their resume polished up. So there's many things that our career center does for international students, and they can help you find internships, which is so important. Which is very important as a student to get that working experience. Is it necessary for reference letters from lecturers for applications? Most programs do not require reference letters, some do. So our Master of Arts in Education, TESOL program, data analytics, those all require recommendation letters. And then if your GPA is low again, we do require a recommendation letter in order to boost your application. For the master's degree in education, yes, we do have that. And the requirements are 2.75 GPA, 3 recommendation letters, a statement of purpose, and your bachelor transcript and your diploma. So those are the main documents that you have to submit. And if you want a list of these sent to your email, please reach out to me to my email, and I will definitely help you. And at this point, I will just share my email also in the chat box, so you can reach out to me with any questions that you might have. Okay, that's my email in the chat. And let's go through some more questions over here. Are there any scholarship opportunities, and is there a product design department? Unfortunately, we do not have product design. We have quite a few undergraduate programs, art programs, but I'm actually not sure if we have product design. So that'll be something for a follow-up question, and I can look into this and I will let you know. I know we have digital design, we have interior design, so many design programs. So I'll get back to you on that one if you send me an email, please. If we cannot meet the language requirements, do we still have a chance to get acceptance for graduate programs? If your language requirements are not high enough, yes, you can get admitted. It's called conditional admission. So the way it would work is you get the conditional admission, you get your visa, and then you come on campus and we do an English test on you. In case your English got better since the time you've taken your test, you can test out of our English language program. But if it's still low, you go to 1 or 2 semesters of intensive English language program, and then you can go on to your graduate degree. Do we need to submit a letter of intent? If yes, what should be included? Most programs do not require this, and if a program requires it, it's very basic. Just talk about why you want to study this program, how it's going to help you become better in your career, and how you will apply that in your home country when you go back. Is there a master or doctorate in dentistry? Unfortunately not, and we do not have anything similar to that. Okay, I believe I went through all the questions here. How much is tuition fee for data analytics master's program? Do you also have certificate program instead of master's degree? We do not have a certificate program. The master's degree is 2 years long. You can do it online or in person. And the total tuition for both years combined is $27,000 US. So it's about $13,000 per year for that program.
Although you replied all questions.
Sorry?
You replied all questions.
Yeah.
I'm checking them again, but
yeah, I think I went through all of them too.
Yes, that's great.
Yeah. Well, if anyone has any more questions, now is the time. If not, I gave you my email and you can just reach out to me and I'll help you with whatever question you have. I'm usually very detailed with my answers, so if you have specific questions for specific programs, I'll help you as much as I can. But usually I also connect you to a faculty member within the program who can tell you a little bit more about it. And yeah, that usually works out very good that way.
Yes. Also, is there anything you would like to add about the programs and opportunities at campus?
Yeah, I just wanted to add that we really do have great programs and that all the class sizes are, I call them good-sized class sizes. So it's not too big, not too small, and you get all the personalized attention that you need. So if, for example, one class you're not doing too good, the professors are always there to help you. They're your friends, and same with your classmates. It's a very friendly environment. And that's something that I encountered as an international student at Findlay. And I did very good in school, but it's all thanks to the great resources that I had here as a student. So again, if you ever have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me or anyone in our office, and we would love to help you. And I hope to see all of you on our campus very soon. All right, if we have no more questions, I would like to thank everyone who attended today. Thank you for your great questions, and I hope this was very useful for you. And I'm really looking forward to talking to all of you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Okay. Also, thank you to IEFT for hosting this. It was a very good experience, great company, and yeah, have a great day, everyone. Bye.